true, true,
True.
Yeah.
True.
We gotta run that back one more time. Run that back. Yeah. You're, you're. What's good? What is good with y'all? How y'all doing this morning? Y'all know it's early. This is your wake up call. Make sure you get your water. Make sure you get your coffee. I definitely got my coffee, and y'all know I don't mind sipping it. That's your dose of ASMR. You feel me? How y'all feeling today? How are you feeling? It's a good day. We got Ice in the building. Shout out to Ice. Ice, baby. You feel me? We got the party animal in the building. Shout out to the party animal. Y'all know it's a party. The vibe's going strong early. Strong early. We got Shaw in the building. Good morning, Shaw. How you doing? How's that New York City traffic treat? Doesn't sound too bad. Sounds like a normal day. Good morning. How long will it be on for? I don't know. Maybe about an hour. Yeah, be about an hour. I normally go for the hour streams. You know, that's my sweet spot. Sometimes I get into a vibe and I go a little longer, but you know, that's just how I run it. You feel me? That's how I run it. What's good with y'all today? Shout out to all the early birds in here off the break. Soon as the sun rose, you say, hey, let me get up. Let me go see what's good with True. And listen, I respect it. Right? So what we talking about today? Y'all know no matter what we decide to talk about, you know, we gotta learn something, right? I'm shocked I'm awake to catch some. Listen, I feel the same way at night. At night, I'm like up sometimes 2, 3 in the morning. I'm like, why the hell am I still up? But sometimes some of these streams are just so engaging and so good. You know what I'm saying? It's like I don't want to go to sleep because I don't want to miss out. That's what I hope to be. We're trying to go from zero to hero, right? Nobody knows us. We're trying to get everybody to know us. But in order to do that, we got to be engaging. How do we get so engaging? People are willing to sacrifice their sleep. Shout out to Trinity J and Peachy Yanni. They do a good job. You know, Trinity, her engagement is top tier. Yanni is funny as shit. Chat. If you haven't checked her out, go check out Peachy Yanni. I swear, when she was playing Roblox, that was probably one of the funniest. It had to be one of the funniest streams I've ever seen. And it's not like it's just funny in general. It's like watching it and hearing the commentary. It's just funny. It's funny to me, right? Just got a good cup of coffee with a shot of espresso. Shout out to the shot of espresso. You going hard body this morning. Listen, Linda. Hotbox in the building. You already know the vibes. Shout out to Jay Vax rating with a party of 9. It's a party in this bitch. Listen, I was definitely on Tony Hawk last night, and I was bailing on 90% of those moves. So I'll probably get back on there. But listen, I gotta finish the tutorial. Because that was absolutely insane last night. First of all, there it is, right there. You can see, hold up, it's trying to time out, but there you go. The Tony Hawk Pro Skater right there, 3+4. Shout out to anybody playing that. Shout out to Hotbox. Shout out to all the people that's new here. First of all, let me give you the quick spiel. I'm True Keyman. You can call me True. My friends, my viewers, my community, everyone calls me True. I'm a variety streamer. I stream IRL. I stream just chatting. I just chat a lot. I'm a talkative some. You know what I'm saying? Right? I'll play some games. I'll do whatever. I just be coming on here vibing. But one thing you will learn is that in this channel, it's a series of events, right? So I'm not going to show up today and then tomorrow I'm going to be 10 years younger. That's not going to happen, right? And I typically stream in the morning and in the evening. Around 7:30, 8-ish, right? Still trying to figure out my vibe. In the evening around 10:30, 11 p.m.-ish. Typically on the weekdays, because I'm in the DMV area, so that's East Coast time. Time is currently 8:57, right? So I've already given y'all wake-up call, but for the new viewers who are just slowly trying to get it together, here's another wake-up call for you. W Cabana in the building, dropping biddies early. Shout out to that, man. Y'all already know the vibes. We got everybody in here. You know what I mean? Let's go. And again, Jay Vax for that raid. The boy Jay Vax is in the building. Hope your stream went well. You may still be streaming, right? But y'all know me. I normally do about an hour. So that was for Hotbox. You know, the Tony Hawk Pro Skater, I was getting my ass handed to me last night. I was in here and I said, all right, this is the first time I'm turning on the game. We watched the intro. I did some of the tutorials. I'm trying to get back in the vibe. Because like I told folks before, I'm no rookie to the Tony Hawk, right? I got the Tony Hawk 1+2 right there. I'm playing on Switch. We all know Switch, you know, it has its ups and downs, right? And then also, I still got this one on deck. I still got this one. I have no idea what the PlayStation version is and all the other stuff. It's gone. But I'm going to get back on it. I got to finish that tutorial today for sure. And Cabana is still going crazy with the biddies. We got to give a little turn up for that one. We got to give a W biddies in the chat. Y'all, yeah, he's making it rain biddies. If it actually rained those hard-looking triangle diamonds, that would be hella dangerous. You know what I'm saying? Right? Like when it hails golf balls and everybody's cars just get destroyed. That's what it feels like when all those little biddies come in with the triangles and the diamonds. It's like, it feels so pointy, so harsh. You know what I'm saying? Like when you go through some of those levels in some of those games, it's like, don't step on that pointy, right? Shout out to the man Cabana. So, y'all know we gotta learn something. So what we learning today? What we talking about today? For some reason, when I opened my eyes this morning, I decided to go to Reddit. You know, don't ask me why. If you're one of those Reddit users, Reddit is one of those unexplainable things. This stream is not sponsored by Reddit either, so don't go there, right? It's one of those things, it's like, people give you real information when you go to Reddit, right? They tell you, you type in anything. Why is my baby's toe pointy like a biddy, right? They'll tell you. People have experienced it before. So my thing lately is going to Reddit and asking about Twitch. And today I didn't even have to ask about it. I think it just came through in my email. I think I just got a notification that said, if you're on Twitch, don't do this. And I'm like, okay, that caught my attention. I don't know if it's clickbait or not, but let me click it, right? You know, sorry to this man, because when I get older, like, I know how to avoid a lot of scams, but listen, Linda, listen. I don't know if I'm going to be that good at avoiding scams when I get older, because I'd be so interested in what people got to say. That little caption is like, don't do this on Twitch. Click, right? Not only am I clicking, now I'm going through the info like, you feel me, chat? Give me all the data, right? Shout out again to the biddies. Good morning, everyone. Good morning, Cabana. So what it said today was, did you know follow for follow is illegal? I'm like, what? So now I'm watching a video. Now I'm diving deeper. Now I'm reading and I'm Googling and I'm like, what are you talking about? So then in old fashioned, it's like, you can't believe everything you say on Reddit, because Reddit, listen, it's filled with people with diamond hands. It's filled with tendies, right? It's filled with everything on Reddit. Everything is on Reddit, right? Alexis Ohanian's in there, right? Right. Roaring Kitty's in there, right? Everybody's in Reddit. So you got to be careful with what you read, right? That part is getting my attention with that title, is the hook. Exactly. And people come up with catchy things all the time. And at least you can trust the links. Most of them. Not all of them. Listen, click what you want. So this morning it says, follow for follow is illegal. That's what I saw, right? So I go, okay, why is follow for follow illegal? Or expand, or tell me more. Like, what exactly are you talking about? Right? So let me read the part on Reddit first, and then we'll go into some deeper details. Because y'all know, we like to read here. Quit falling for this, streamers. This was 2 days ago. I've been streaming for over a year and have made very decent progress. With that being said, the one thing I have noticed with a lot of streamers is the whole follow for follow thing, and boy oh boy is that tough, right? Hella run-on sentence, but I'm no English major. Everyone has to stop falling for this trap, in my opinion. It honestly does nothing for you in the long run. Sure, you can gain a ton of followers, but why is everyone obsessed with that number? In the long run, it doesn't do anything for you. You might have 10K followers, but you average 3 viewers. In my opinion, that just isn't a good look, right? They go on to say, you should be focusing on keeping the viewers that are coming into your stream. Yes, it's a tall task, but you feel more accomplished when those viewers keep coming back. So if you're a new streamer, please, for your own growth, do not fall for this follow for follow jump. You will feel so much better when you earn your viewers and follows. Chat. Right? Right? So, you know me. Y'all know True by now. I'm going to dive deeper into all of this. I mean, the guy, the gal, the ghost isn't wrong. Right? And someone says, the same ones that do follow for follow are the ones that end up here complaining about how they have followers but no views. Laughing my ass off. Then it goes, it's just a cheap way to fluff your follower account to get affiliate, and they're under the assumption that that's all you need to be successful on the platform. Very naive. Right? Shout out to Cowboy Kenny. You kill Kenny. Right? Shout out to Cowboy Kenny. Not bad advice, though, because you can have 1 million followers and no one views, it doesn't do anything. That's a fact. Right? That's an absolute fact. But as correct as Ghost may be, we always got to do our own research. What do others say? let's start off with the AI overview. What does artificial intelligence tell us, right? It goes, I say, so hey, thinking about Twitch terms of service and follow for follow, tell me about it. So AI goes, yes, follow for follow is against Twitch's terms of service. Twitch considers it a form of artificial engagement, and engaging in and or organizing these activities can lead to account suspension or bans, or according to Twitch support on X, right? So the explanation of this is, one, artificial engagement. So follow for follow is seen as a way to artificially inflate follower accounts without genuine engagement or viewership. Two, it's against Twitch's rules. Twitch actively discourages practices that manipulate follower accounts and prioritizes genuine community building. The consequences, right? Oh, the consequences. The consequences, chat. Participating in or organizing follow for follow activities can result in warnings, temporary suspensions, or even indefinite suspensions from Twitch. Right? Right? That includes bans for 30 days, bans that may be a year. It may even include being forced to change your account name. I think that gets a little deeper, and that is in terms when you start getting into botting, right? Genuine growth. Twitch recommends focusing on creating engaging content and interacting with viewers to foster a real community, which leads to more sustainable growth, right? That's a fact. Ghost and your local Google AI is correct, right? I mean, that's just a fact, right? So, what are my thoughts on just that piece of information so far? I mean, when they say yes, it's illegal, I'm not going to deny it's illegal. I'm just finding out about it. This is only my third day here. I'm here so I don't get fined, chat. But I would also say, like, I believe it works to an extent, right? But I won't encourage people to use it. I would also be a hypocrite if I didn't say I did not myself use it. Now, let me clarify. I've never personally went out and about and say, hey, follow for follow, do this for that, right? I've never done that. But why I say it would be hypocritical to say it doesn't work at least a little is because many of us in the community found ourselves through a follow for follow engagement. Again, we did not start the engagement. And again, I'm not going to dry snitch, right? But some of us were in a place and somebody said, hey, y'all should follow each other, right? So some people just started following each other. And here we are building a community. Now, the community is being built organically, and we'll get back to that in a second because we got Pindu Mayor in the building. Shout out to Pindu Mayor. Shout out to the mod in the building. So y'all know what that means. He's coming through with Stormbreaker. So be on your best behavior because you will get the axe. He's not playing, right? W Pindu Mayor, right? And if you didn't see before, first of all, give me 2 seconds. We'll get back to the follow for follow. Pindu Mayor, listen. Looking for a good IRL camera. Shh. Me too, Cabana. I'm still trying to figure out if I can use this camera right here as my IRL camera. Because if y'all know True by now, y'all know True got a lot of cameras. I have all the cameras, right? I have a mobile camera. I got this camera. I got that camera, right? But I got to show you because I showed this yesterday, but I got to show it again, right? My life is a series of events. So if you missed it yesterday, I don't want you to miss it again. So here we go. But first, let me preface. Pindu Mayor, shout out to Pindu Mayor, hooked me up because y'all know your boy is trying to get into gaming or back into gaming. So currently, especially for those new viewers here, let's see what we got. Right? Let's see what we got. Let me show you what we got, chat. Hi there. Chat. So first, right? We got a Nintendo Switch. Oh, that's the Nintendo Wii. Sorry, chat. We got the Nintendo Wii. I got to be careful with this cord because it is attached to the computer. We got the Nintendo Switch right there. Under the Nintendo Switch, we have the Nintendo 64 currently loaded with GoldenEye 007. We have an Xbox 360, right? And for those of you who really just love gaming, I mean, we got a Nintendo DS right here, right? But Pindumair came to my house and gave me this. He gave me a PS4, chat. Right? He gave me the PS4. And listen, I'm boosted. Because first of all, I thought, oh, Pindu about to come through. He said, shout out to the King's Hand. He said, yo, I got a PS4 for you. I'm going to bring it through. He brung it through. And then when he brought it through, he brung hella games. Chat. First of all, shout out to the gang. They're all here. We got Pikachu. We got Squirtle. We got Charmander in the building. We got Bulbasaur. Shout out to the gang. Look at all these games, chat. This is a stack of games. You know, I got more cameras. Look at all these damn games, right? Look at all these games. Look at all these games, chat. W Pindumair. W fucking Pindumair, chat. And this news may come as a shock to some of you. At this point, it should not be a shock. But my mod, Pindumair, is my younger brother. So W to that. So I had to, give him his shine real quick because the boy hooked me up. You know what I'm saying? So yeah. Games for years, exactly. Hooked me all the way up. I got hella games. And Pindu is a real gamer. So chat, definitely check out his channel. If you're really into gaming, check out Pindu's channel and see what kind of gaming he does. Because he gets busy on it, for sure. Right? So let's get back to this follow for follow. So I've engaged in the activity, but I've never explicitly just went on a platform and say, hey, follow me, I'll follow you. Right? Follow me, I'll follow you. I haven't done it. And apparently, it's not legal, according to Twitch. And then even on Twitch's X page, right, formerly Twitter, they say, hey, this is a reminder from Twitch support. Fake engagement such as view botting or follow for follow or lurk for lurk groups is against our rules. Participating or organizing these activities may lead to the suspension of your Twitch account, right? That's what they say on X. So I'm like, okay, we got to dive a little deeper. And then Twitch has this, they have all the things. They have all the information. So I'm now on the community guidelines on Twitch, and I'm like, okay, how to handle viewership botting and fake engagement. At Twitch, the concerns and welfare of the community as a whole were taken very seriously. We are always investigating artificially inflated viewers, chat activity, and follower counts, and are consistently collecting information on users that are utilizing these bots, right? So now I go, that's interesting, because they say utilizing these bots, right? So if you're somebody who does follow for follow, listen. Linda, calm down. I'm not here to tell you what you can and cannot do. I am just telling you the information that I find on the internet, and then I try to validate that information through Twitch's terms of service, right? So back to that. It says utilizing these bots, right? Now it gets interesting because on Reddit, Ghost says, hey, follow for follow is illegal. Then Google says, hey, follow for follow is illegal. Lurk for lurk is illegal. Engaging in these activities is illegal. So now from Twitter directly, I want to know, okay, what is fake engagement? And they outline it here, chat. Let me bring it up on the screen for you so you're able to actually see exactly what I'm looking at. So first we'll do that, and then we'll do this, right? Give us a second. Y'all know we're always troubleshooting here. We're trying to figure out how to do stuff. We're not completely competent yet, okay? Calm down. All right, so it says, what is fake engagement? Fake engagement is artificial inflation of channel statistics such as views or follows through coordination or third-party tools, right? Through coordination or third-party tools. This behavior is characterized by the creation of incidental or duplicitous views or follows. One common form of this activity is often referred to as view botting. Another, when done in coordinated manner, is sometimes identified as follow for follow, lurk for lurk, host for host, which involve a mutual exchange of interaction intended to increase visibility of both channels over those with legitimate interaction, right? We're legitimately interacting right now, chat. For the sake of all things, please legitimately interact with me. W's in the chat. W's in the fucking chat. Legitimate interaction, right? That's what it says right here. It says using services that promise higher visibility in exchange for lurking in a large number of channels or viewing streams on pages with several unrelated active embedded streams is considered a form of fake engagement and is not permitted on Twitch services. So here's the question that I don't have the answer to, right? I don't have the answer to this question for you guys, but I'm going to tell you the question. The question is it illegal when you're going through a third-party service, but not illegal if you, the streamer, let's say you're live or not live, and you choose to say, for example, hey, if you're in my chat, follow me. If you follow me and you're in my chat and you're engaging with me, I'll follow you back, right? Twitch, I'm just using an example. If everyone decides to follow me at this very moment, it's not on me, right? We're just talking. We're engaging. You feel me? Shout out to J-Vax for the biddies. We going ham. Hey, True, in case I'm away from the keyboard when it's time to... Yep, gotcha. Shout out to Cabana with the biddies. They going ham. We got to turn up for them a little bit. We got to turn up for them a little bit. They going ham with the biddies. We're going to get back to the followers and engagement. That's the second. Because I believe this is important information. This is good information. And y'all know I'm still trying to work on my level, so if the music is way louder than my voice, I don't know what to, I'm trying. Give us a second. Let us figure it out. We're busy. This is only our third day, right? W's biddies. Listen, chat. I don't know if y'all noticed, but we're hitting almost 2 million people in the chat. Shout out to that. We're going ham today. We're going absolutely ham today. Berserk in the building. What you talking about? And if you're new here and you're like, what the hell are all these sound effects? Yes, we have a soundboard. Some people have a sound. Some people may get a sound. Some people do have a sound. And listen, if you got a sound, it's your sound. You know what I'm saying? Like when Berserk walk in the building, everybody know Berserk has arrived. You feel me? When J-Vax into the building, listen, y'all know it's time to level up, right? But if you're new here, hey, you just entered the chat. You feel me? What's good? Hope y'all day is going good. Let's open the book of Bitterlations. Ice is a funny guy. Shout out to Ice. Listen, we're talking about fake engagement. We're talking about follow for follow. We're talking about lurk for lurk. We're talking about host for host. I don't have the answer for you, chat. I'm just letting you know what I have found, right? So that transitions us to now, okay, we started off with Ghost on Reddit, and he's like, hey, whoever uses follow, blah, 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 right? And then we go to Google, and Google's like, yes, blah, 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 right? And then we go to Twitch, and they're like, yeah, blah, 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 but bots. So we're like, all right, now we're confused, right? Where we thought we had the answer, we don't have the answers. I ain't got the answer, Sway. You feel me? We ain't got the answers. Shout out to Cowboy Kenny in the building. Listen, so we're trying to find the answers. So now we're like, all right, we're confused. So what is viewbotting? Viewbotting is the practice of artificially inflating a live view count, using illegitimate scripts or tools to make the channel appear to have more concurrent viewers than it actually does. It's important to not confuse this with legitimate rise in concurrent viewership, such as being hosted, the channel being embedded elsewhere, or some other promotional source. Viewbotting may also be accompanied by chat activity bots, which attempt to imitate streamer/viewer interaction. Listen, Linda, listen. They want legit people, not bots. We only have one bot in the room. And we know that's Ice. Ice is the only bot that we have here, right? Because somehow Ice is able to do mobile games and also talk to you in the chat. Either he's Ice or he's Goro. He's Goro with 4 arms, right? So he has one, he either has a computer over here or he has 2 cell phones, right? He has 2 cell phones and we don't know. We haven't figured it out. We're still trying to figure out Ice. So listen, you can go follow Ice. You can check out his channel, check out his gaming. Help us figure out who this extraterrestrial is, because we have a resident bot and it's Ice. I'm telling you now. All right? He's a script. Shout out to Ice. Yeah, I know Ice gets busy. Listen. So Twitch comes at us like, yeah, all of that plus bots. So now we're confused, all right? So now it's like, all right, what is follow botting? Follow botting is when a channel is followed by a number of fake accounts, right? These accounts are usually controlled by a computer or script and will attempt to look as real as possible while following the target account en masse, right? These fake accounts are generally made and detected in batches, meaning that if you have been a victim of follow botting, you may notice a sudden dip in followers from time to time as the batches are removed. This is why it's important for us to have genuine community growth. Because if suddenly I lost all 3.5 of my viewers, then I would just have to assume that Ice and his 2 friends he showed up with were all bots, right? But I don't think that's going to happen. I think we have legitimate bots here, right? You feel me? Apparently there are pages, I don't know the pages, right? Maybe it's the dark web, maybe it's Reddit, maybe it's Google AI, but people are going in and they're putting in their username and it's creating fake followers, it's creating fake viewership, it's creating fake chat engagement, right? It's doing all these things. It's doing more things than I can explain to you because I don't understand them, chat. But I do understand that while we were trying to figure out follow for follow, lurk for lurk, host for host, Twitch just throws in bots, right? And then we say, okay, why is botting bad? And they say artificial engagement and botting limit growth opportunities for legitimate broadcasters and are damaging to the community as a whole. False viewer growth is not conducive to establishing a career in broadcasting because the viewers do not contribute to a healthy, highly engaged community. As a reminder, fake engagement and artificial inflation of channel statistics are a violation of our policies, right? Participating in, organizing, and or running these services will lead to an enforcement issued on your account, including an up to indefinite suspension. right? I'm just going to assume when they're talking about follow for follow, host for host, lurk for lurk, disclaimer, don't take my advice. My advice is not good advice. But I'm going to assume they're talking about botting. So again, if you are a streamer and you're like, hey, somebody rated me and they rated me with 400 or 500 people, here's my chance to say, hey, follow me, I'll follow you back, right? Follow me, I'll follow you back. I'm just going to assume that's not illegal, but that's my assumption. So if I end up in Twitch jail, y'all know, hey, True is wrong, right? If y'all see True with a 30-day smack on the wrist, if y'all see True with a, hey, here's your Twitch lashing. If you see True on Twitch getting hit with a switch, just know behind that lashing could technically be Dr. Seuss, but that's for another time, right? Listen, if I get punished for anything I do on my channel, I'm just going to come here and stream about it. Because we're being transparent and we're not gatekeeping. So if you're on a service, right? If you're on a service and you're registered, exactly. Free that man True, right? I want everybody outside saying,
True.
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 I wish I had more people to say it at the same time, but you get the point. Free that man. I'm just here to give you the information. I'm not here to be your... I'm not here to control what you do. I'm just giving you the information because y'all know we're new here. This is our third day. We're just here so we don't get fined, right? So we're trying to do things the right way. If we're going to go from zero to hero, we have to grow organically. We have to do it the right way. We got to make sure the people that's coming in the building are actually coming here for us. According to Pindu Mayor, back in 2016, people used to buy 80 views for a Twitch partner. When they applied, Twitch denied. Of course Twitch denied, right? Because Twitch tells you straight up that, hey, not only do we monitor fake viewing, but we run analytics on folks' accounts, right? It's here somewhere. I lost the page, but I read it. And it says they run analytics on your accounts. They look at channel statistics, and they can tell when there's fake engagement, right? I don't believe, and again, if I'm the one that ends up in Twitch jail for this, free your boy True, but I don't believe if I go to Pindu Mayor's channel or ISIS channel and I'm actively engaging and watching, and I'm a human, I'm a real person. I think I am, right? If I go there and I'm watching and all of a sudden say, hey, I got you on alert, got you tabbed up. That's my way of saying, hey, I need to step away. And because we're actually engaging authentically with our community, to me, that's our way to say, like, hey, I know you're an engaging host. I know you're an engaging broadcaster. But if you're looking for me in your chat, I'm currently not here. I still got you viewed up because I want to come back and I want to come right back to your channel. That's what that means to me, right? So if I'm in somebody's channel and say, got you tabbed up, got you lurked, I'm watching or I'm listening, right? Because I don't want to miss something. But that just means, hey, I stepped away for a second. So if you're engaging like I believe I'm engaging, right? But if Pindu Mayor says, hey, got you tabbed up or I'm lurking, I don't want to just be like, hey, Pindu, hey, Pindu, hey, Pindu, right? Where's Pindu? He's not here. He said he was stepping away. He may be listening or something, but he can't reply. There could be any number of reasons, right? Like me, I normally get on early in the morning because if you're new here, I work a job. Yes, a job, right? I'm not a full-time streamer yet. I'm still trying to build an authentic community. So I'm still working a job. Shout out to everybody working a job. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to everybody helping out to increase the price of eggs. You feel me? Shout out inflation. Shout out deflation. Shout out stagflation, right? Whatever it is. But that's the vibe. Also in the building.
Oh, yeah.
How you doing also? Hope you're doing good. We're just talking about fake engagement and how to be sure it's authentic. We're talking about follow for follow, lurk for lurk, host for host. I don't even know what host for host is. And Twitch did not do a good job, at least on this specific channel, explaining what that is, right? But we don't want to be follow botting, essentially, right? Now, again, potential consequences. Participating in organizing follow for follow activities may lead to disciplinary actions against your Twitch account, including warnings, temporary suspensions, or even indefinite suspensions. In 2021, Twitch took action against over 7.5 million accounts that violated their terms of service through follow botting and view botting. Again, instead of trying to inflate your numbers artificially, focus on building a community organically by creating quality content, engaging with your audience, or promoting your channel authentically on other platforms. They also go to say that if you're simultaneously streaming on other platforms, that the quality on Twitch needs to be as good, if not better, than the quality on the other platforms. So that's another piece of information for you. But again, there's an instance where they say body. Appreciate also coming through. Always a good time. That's real engagement. That's good. You're doing well. Y'all got to go check out also. I don't have that fancy feature that also has yet. I'm working. It's only my third day here. That feature where it's like, oh, you know what I'm saying? This person came to support me. Let me run their little highlight reel. I love that so much. I just love it so much. And I'm going to get you guys to help me out with that, but one step at a time. Because I'm still waiting for my streamer pack. What's the streamer pack? Well, we're making an additional upgrade to the channel. We're not gatekeepers. We're making an additional upgrade to the channel through the use of ChatGPT, right? And ChatGPT is nearing completion with the streamer pack. So y'all have seen us make plenty of upgrades. You were here the day I got this fancy little banner right here. You were here watching me when I set up this microphone, when I bought this Nexigo off of Amazon, when I got this camera over here that allows me to switch from view to view, right? Y'all were here for this, right? Y'all were here with the mobile cam. Y'all were here through all the upgrades, and we're slowly making another one, and we'll keep you updated on that, right? Shout out to PR in the building. PR coming through. Hey, listen. The Sharingan has arrived. You feel me? So again, fake engagement. But again, each time we try to figure out or learn something, Twitch brings up that bot word, right? So here's this guy who, his name is Pastor Susie. Shout out to Pastor Susie. Susie, right? Not sure. But he has this video, and I want to play a little clip of this video. And we're going to just see how it goes, right? Let's see how it goes, chat. Before I do that, let me see if I can get my face. Let me see if I can get my face. You guys know we're working through it, right? All right, let's see. There we go. Okay. Should be able to see Pastor Susie. Shout out to Pastor Susie. And this is what they're saying.
Who's basically view botting. Because obviously they put his stream on there, and then because you have the page open, it counts as you watching them. And of course, the biggest offender is FXtra Life.
I don't know who that is.
Susie's the
I
guy
think this
on
is
the
a
right.
bad thing.
So that's Susie right there.
I've made this very clear many times.
Susie?
Embedding is the same thing functionally as view botting. The fact...
Again, I need to learn more information to really kind of figure out how I feel. Again, I don't want to formulate an opinion on something I don't have much information on. I will say I don't think I would say it's the same thing. Are they both wrong? I'll let you know when we're finished getting.
I don't even know if you
gathering
can
some
see
information.
Sushi. I might be blocking.
But I
him.
think
Let
the
me put my picture
difference
up there.
here between view botting is fake. If you don't know what view botting is, you're watching this video. I literally have no idea what I'm talking about. View botting is essentially when someone goes on a website, pays a certain amount of money, and it literally puts bots in your channel or just gives you a fake viewer count. Like it's fake. There's no humans involved.
Right.
This is different in the sense, are all those people actively watching your stream? Not necessarily, but at least it's real human beings going to visit a website that pretty much you created. So they are supporting you, but are they supporting your stream? Not necessarily, but I wouldn't say it's the same as view botting because at least there's real human beings involved.
Fact that Twitch is not doing anything about this, and they allow blatant view botters to.
So
maintain
chat,
a top
basically,
position.
essentially what is being said by this, right, is the gentleman on the left, and I'm trying to, my brain is frozen. Shout out to the biddies. W biddies in the building. And we got Pay in the building. Listen, this is a perfect time for us to turn up, and we're going to keep talking about this, right? But you know, Pay stepped in. We got biddies flying. Turn up, break. Emote the chat. Yes, sir. Let's get hype, chat. Running one more again. W's to all the biddies. Y'all been going ham today. Absolutely ham on the biddies. So fake engagement. So what I'm thinking about this is when human interaction is the primary source of it. W biddies, Cabana is going absolutely crazy today. We gotta give him another. Listen, that's the sound of bombs dropping. That is what it sounds like when Cabana comes in the building and Cabana just straight up dropping biddies. Listen, J Vax dropping biddies. We going crazy, chat. Oh, listen, Linda, listen. All right, here we go. We're gonna try this. Y'all know how this goes when we try this. All right, let's see if it works for us. Let's see. We got biddies flowing. Let's see, chat. Let's see if we can get it. Can we get it, chat? I think we got it. Turn up in the chat. Yeah, I know my music gonna be that turned up. We got a little Night Rider for y'all. Shout out to the chat. Y'all going absolutely crazy today. Absolutely crazy today with the biddies. I appreciate all the support. Listen. So what I'm getting from this is if you're using like a third-party service or you're using some type of tool that's regulating the views, the follows, the follow for follow, all that stuff, that's considered fake engagement. But if you are behind the engagement, I'm thinking that is considered organic, right? So if you go tell someone, hey, follow me, I'll follow you back, that is you engaging. And if that person chooses to follow you and you choose to follow them back, that is engagement. Now, it may not be 100% beneficial to your channel because that person who followed you, that doesn't mean that they're going to watch your channel, right? But my assumption is that is what they're specifically referring to, right? That is what they're referring to. But again, I'll let you know if I get slapped on the wrist for saying it, because we're attempting to build an organic community, right? Let's hear what else this guy has to say. We're not going to watch this whole video. We're just watching a little piece of it to understand.
Is a joke. It's an insult to everybody else that's on the platform.
So really quick, one of the things that they're also mentioning in this video is how it affects your channel, other people's channel, or people who are actually using these bot services. When you go, for example, I want to just give real life examples so people know exactly what I'm talking about, right? So let me go to Twitch and then let me share my screen because I want to show you exactly what I'm talking about. All right. Chat. Okay. This is what I'm talking about. So if we're on Twitch, right? And for example, I say Tony Hawk Pro Skater 3+4. I was playing it last night. I'm going to play it again. Hotbox I know is playing. Look, shout out to Hotbox. Hotbox at the top of the channel. You feel me? And shout out to True. True at the top of the channel. But again, this is like a newer, since this game is more recent and it's only 161 viewers, right? It's newer, right? Right now I'm just chatting. So let's use another example just to kind of connect the dots, right? If I say just chatting, what they're saying is if you're using bots, and some people are using bots, it puts their viewer count typically at the top of these channels. So you're more likely to come and click on one of these channels, right? Than you are to see someone with much less viewers who's trying to do it organically. So that hurts that person, even if their content is great, because all the viewers, right? Like for example, when, shout out to Kai Cenat, I'll just use him as an example. But when Kai Cenat pops up, his viewers, which I know he has real viewers, right? When he goes live, those viewers, I mean, it goes to like 10, 20, 30, 40, 50,000 viewers, right? And you click on it. You're going to forget about the person at the bottom with 1 or 2 views. And especially if the content is not that good, I mean, they're going to get stuck in what they're referring to as one viewer purgatory, right? Shout out to the stock guy. I like his channel, right? So that's what they're talking about. So let's hear what
they're trying to earn and grow their platform and their presence online organically.
I to an extent, I can agree with that. Like, I've been streaming for almost 8 years, right? Grinding, working hard, trying to obviously impact as many people as possible. And I do get to an extent that, like, people are surpassing people like me by simply practicing that embedded strategy. Here's the deal. We're going to get to it in this video. If it's if I would consider it to be ethical, then it is what I just said, right? A strategy. But if we get to the point where I think it's unethical, well, then it's like cheating. Don't cheat your way to the top. But if it's a valid strategy, am I going to be mad that someone
That's a fact.
used a valid strategy to beat my view
Streaming
count?
University
Well,
had 500,000
no,
plus.
but that's what this video
real
is going to
legitimate
Is
viewers.
it ethical
Me being one of
or
them.
is it cheating?
It is just pathetic. And I don't know why. And the thing is, like, this is what's bad about it too, is that
And I might be blocking
you
Susie
do
again.
you don't get every embedded stream doesn't have ads, but some of them do, because sometimes I'll have an embedded stream and the ad will play and it will unmute it and it will play the fucking sound randomly. So what these people are doing is they're buying ads, and these advertisers are buying ads, and then
So
Twitch
from
is-
there, he kind of gets into how viewbotting and all those other situations start to basically not give sponsors or people who decide to advertise through your channel what they're paying for. Because if your channel is essentially fraudulent, I don't want to use the term fraudulent, that seems harsh, right? But if your channel is using fake viewers and you're running fake ads and stuff like that, then people aren't getting what they're paid for. It's basically scamming is what he's getting into. I haven't watched that whole video. I watched some of it. It was some good information in there. But again, we're talking about the follow for follow. We're talking about the lurk for lurk. We're talking about the host for host. And again, I think with everything, there's a gray area, right? Because rules were made to be broken, but you can't make broken rules. Shout out to Ludacris, right? So I think there's a gray area. And I think that gray area being you being the host and me saying, hey, listen, I have a few people, right? Because I can look at it and say, hey, my viewership at this moment is higher than it is on average, right? And of course, I'm joking about ICE being a bot, but if you're a real viewer and I'm entertaining you, follow me, right? I mean, that's supporting me. That's supporting my channel, right? If I say, hey, follow me, I'll follow you back, that means, hey, I want to also support you the way you are supporting me. That's real engagement. That's not fake. And it just so happens that the term for it is follow for follow, right? Follow me, I'll follow you. Not saying you have to do that, not saying you have to say that, but that's essentially what they're referring to. But according to Twitch's actual terms of service, they do use the term bots. So I think it's important to recognize terminology, especially, again, disclaimer, I am no lawyer, I am no attorney, which I believe are basically the same thing. I'm neither one of those. I don't practice law. Shout out to Solo, right? What I'm saying is I don't believe that certain things would be considered fake engagement if you're doing it yourself as the human, right? If you're going to a third-party app and you're saying, hey, I want this bot to go act as viewers in my channel so that way it inflates my views, so that way when True goes live, it looks like 200 people are watching me, which then attracts all of you to watch me because you're thinking, hey, if he has 200 plus viewers or 1,000 viewers, he must be good, right? And then you come and watch me and then I'm not good, right? The two don't line up. I think that's the point of it. And when those situations happen, it's draining the viewership from other channels that are organic, that are putting in work, that have been grinding out for years, right? But sometimes it just happens. Sometimes people come and they're new and they just have better content than someone who's been around for a long time. They're more engaging, right? They're doing all the things that I've been teaching you guys over the last few weeks since I've been here, right? They're doing all the things because longevity doesn't equal success, right? They're not the same thing. People stay in jobs all the time that won't bring them success. They're just there a long time, right? Shout out to all the people working jobs, right? But one does not equal the other, unless you're in certain areas, right? Shout out to any teachers. Hey, sometimes tenure, right? Tenure could equal success, right? Because tenure is what gets you the higher positions, the promotions, the retirement, things like that. But that's a story for another time. But we're talking organic growth, right? So that's what I'm thinking, chat. That's what I'm thinking. Y'all can tell me what you think in the chat. But that's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking if I say, hey, follow me, I follow you back. That's authentic and organic engagement. As long as I'm not a bot. W's in the chat. Because y'all know here, we're going on a marathon. It's not a sprint. So if you're coming here, especially to the new folks, again, a quick spiel, just call me True. Find me in the morning and the evening. I have 2 kids. So most likely, if you see me on the weekend, it's probably in your chat. Probably not going live unless I feel like something's interesting, because I got to give that time to my family. They got to have fun with me, etc., etc., etc. I think thinking like a thinker will think many thinkabilities in the thinking club. Shout out to ICE, right? ICE be coming with all our mottos, right? Let me remind you of our initial motto. W community, W stream, W everyone, W planet to an extent, right? So we're talking about authentic engagement, right? So that's what you learned today. And again, if you come here, it's going to be a marathon, right? You have to be willing to put in the work with me over the long haul. Because again, I don't know what you're going to get, but I will be authentic. I will be myself. So every now and again, you may see some things that you do or do not agree with, but that doesn't make me a bad person. I believe I'm a kind person, and I'm here to educate you, especially since a lot of people join Twitch after Streamer University, right? Me being one of those people. So I'm helping myself through your engagement learn how to be successful on this platform, right? That's what we're doing. And while we're doing it, we're going to party. We're going to party. You feel me? Appreciate all the bits today. Appreciate all the, all the subscriptions or whatever, the views, the support, regardless of how you choose to support. But hey, follow me. You feel me? Follow me until you see me in jail. Hey, go tell your friends to follow me so that way I have more of you to protest to get me out of Twitch jail. We're going from zero to hero. Somebody that no one knows to somebody everybody knows. And we're doing it organically, and we're doing it through the marathon, one step at a time. And right now, we're on step 1. Which means we have to learn how to do things the right way, right? We're doing things the right way. We became affiliate, which, according to Reddit, affiliate ain't hard. All you need is 3 people. Yeah, you need 3 people like every day for 30 days. Like, I mean, that's not that easy. Especially as the new guy. You feel me? You feel me? So, listen, I hope you learned something today. If you're wondering what I'm going to do after this stream, besides actually do the job that I'm supposed to be doing, right? Y'all don't worry about that, all right? I get paid for my skill, not my time. And I'm still going to put in my time, right? I will be combating crash outs. Today, the saga continues. We're still going to, and listen, the crash outs is out there. I got to see how they're reacting to the balls we put out. If you're new here, the crash out of the wasp. I have a wasp problem. If you're good at wasp, hey, tell me your secret. Because right now, we're figuring it out. We do a lot of troubleshooting here. We troubleshoot both tech, Twitch, real life, family. We're troubleshooting everything. You feel me? We're troubleshooting everything. Walk into the chat. You feel me? So shout out to y'all. So I appreciate everything y'all do for me. I appreciate all the bits today, but y'all know what time it is. We've been here for an hour. We're working our way. We're finding our way. You feel me? So indulge me. Indulge me. We're going to find somebody to raid. We're going to keep the party going. But I definitely appreciate all y'all. And y'all going to catch me on the next one. I'll tell you now, listen. I'll tell you guys right now. There is a possibility I may do a short stream later. Possibly. Because I'm supposed to be going to a blurred party. If you're wondering what the hell is a blurred party, well, it's a black nerd party. And we're supposed to dress up. And I just want to show you guys, you know, my little outfit or whatever. It may just end up as a story because I got a lot of stuff to do. I'm always busy. So shout out to y'all. And we found who we want to raid, so we're about to tee that up. And as always, we're gonna let this beat drop. And then once this beat drop, y'all know the vibes. I'm gonna catch y'all on the next one. You feel me? Come back. Follow me. I may follow you back. But I definitely support people. I be in streams. And if I'm there, hey, listen, especially if I'm the only one, just say hi. That's all you gotta do. Just say hi. Appreciate y'all.
Hey, hold on. With 19 people? Hey, yo, W fucking true with the raid, bitch. What? W fucking raid, bro. I'm black, because y'all here now. I'm black, bro. Don't worry about the chat. Don't worry about the chat. Don't worry about the chat. I got y'all. Hold on. Don't worry about the chat. I got y'all. I'm gonna lock in for y'all. You know what I'm saying? I'll lock in for y'all. Y'all just broke my max viewers by 6 viewers, bro. I've never broke 30 fucking views. W fucking raid. What? What? W fucking raid, bro. Yo, I've never broke 30 viewers, bruh. I've been so close. Yo, W fucking true, bruh. W true, bro. That's a W mans, bruh. Hell yeah. Yo, what's the word? What? Hold on. Ice, what's good, y'all? Who else in this bitch? 37? Hold on. Pendamere, what's the word? True, what's the word? Everybody, what's the motherfucking word? Oh yeah, Queso, what's the deal, bro? Oh shit. fucking sub. True with the bits. Hold on.